I had the privilege of meeting Luana at the Second City in Hollywood in 2018 when I first met her. I had no idea that people were getting degrees in improv. I didn't know that was a thing. She is. She's getting her PhD in it. That's insane. And if anyone deserves it, she does. She puts so much work in improv. She's written about improv. She's taught improv. She's made a documentary I had the privilege of being in about improv. She's a total badass. Please welcome Luana Proença.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey. I get a little emotional with Denzel. So, wow. Thank you for having me here, and also Annie and Denzel. Thank you so much because the first part of my talk you did it, so it's easier for me now. I want to talk about the sentence that I heard my entire life, that you are someone. I came from a really privileged background, not just because I'm white, but also I'm middle class, and because my family is amazing. My parents are incredible, really. It's the fact that when I got at college for acting, my father made me watch a play for every week, a movie that was in the movie theaters every week, and I had to read a play every week and a theoretical book every week before I got in college. I had that support. Then when I got at college, acting college, I heard my others 24 colleagues saying that I was thrown out from home because I'm doing acting. My parents don't know that I'm here, I'm hiding. And I was like, well, my parents support me. And that is amazing. My parents are amazing. I'm really aware of my privilege in this. And it's really sad that that is a privilege, but it is. And I've always heard that you are someone. And every time that I felt like somebody was trying to bully me at school or something like that, I heard that I was like, I don't matter. My parents would say, you are someone. You matter. You are someone in the world. You are someone for us. You are someone in life and everything. And that really shaped my confidence and really helps me into today, because you feel that you matter, that you are important because you are you. And that is a really powerful thing. It's amazing. And that's what actually, if you take for Annie and Denzel, that's by listen to yourself. That makes a part of the consent, that what I will let people do to me or not. And that's really, really powerful. So since Denzel and Annie said that so beautifully and emotionally as well, I'm going to go to the next part of it, that with great powers come great responsibilities. Yes, Voltaire, Ben Parker, and Winston Churchill as well said something like that. And that, yes, you are someone. If you think in an improv scene that someone should do something about it, well, honey, you are someone. If you think that someone should get in that scene and help somebody else, honey, you are someone. And that was something that I also learned from my parents and a few of my theater teachers as well. You are someone to do something about it. Don't hire. If you are someone to be good, to be important, know that you are important for somebody else and everybody else. We are in a community, and we feel, yes, if you want to, someone should edit the scene. Well, honey, let me tell you something, you are someone. And that's how my parents told me, like when I got at home and like really pissed off with something at school, that this teacher failed all the students because we did this, and my mother would say, well, you are someone. If someone should do something, do it. Do it yourself. And again, my parents are really awesome. We had this rule at home that was, I will be here for you anytime, but first deal with the problem. And if you don't get it because there's an injustice there that not let you get it, then you ask me. So when the school called for any problems, my mother, the first question will be, is she right? And did she ask you to call me? Because if I didn't ask for it, she would say, deal with her. And that was really powerful because I was someone in my life to take care of my stuff as well, having the all support that I needed and feeling really responsible for the things that were around me. So I learned that a lot in my entire life. And when I get the opportunity to do a solo show, that was freaking, I was so scared because I didn't want to do it. And that was just before I went to LA and had classes with Rich. I started to understand that someone also was someone that was having sexist, racist, all of the thoughts in the scene. And I started to really listen to myself and seeing like, fuck, we are all connected, because my parents didn't teach me this specific, like they didn't ever say something like that to me. Why this is coming up in the scene, and I can't blame anybody because, well, it's a solo, yeah, it's me. So I am responsible and I am someone to change that. And with my background in Brazil, we have Augusto Boal. All his work is translated to English. If you want to know, it's really amazing. And he didn't study improv as an art form, but his way of doing theater is through improvisation and the process, and also as a play, but in a social context. And he has a saying, as Bertolt Brecht as well has, that every theater has art, but every theater is political. Doesn't mean that you're being saying something that is agreeing with a part of the government. Political and government, those are two different things that walk together, but it's different. And everything is political because you're there saying something. And if you let the show say something that you just let it, you are saying the same thing. So if you feel like the show is going to this direction and someone should do something about it, honey, you are someone. And that matter is really simple. Like, I just want to make people laugh. That's a political statement. That's a political engagement. And that is huge. That is powerful. No, I don't want to say something serious. I just want to have fun. That's political. And so you are someone saying that. You're someone fighting for that as well. Because if you get upset but when people say, but you should do something, and you say, no, I just want to have fun. You are fighting for your right to do that. And that's political. That is huge for you. And that's also why we have to listen to yourself. You are someone that matters. And there is in the book of Yoshi Oida, he's a Japanese actor that worked with Peter Brook, an English director. And in his book, it says that Peter Brook says that in north of Africa, there's the figure of the griot, or the griot. That is the cultural encyclopedia of the people. He's a person that has the stories, the myths of his community, of his people. And in that matter, they said that you have 2 years, one to listen to the surroundings and one to listen to yourself. And the storyteller is the person that do the meaning of these two words, the inside and the outside, all the time, all together. You are someone, you matter, and everybody else is someone that matters. So that's why you also work for somebody else, because they are someone. So it's not being more important than other people, but also not less important. And everybody else not being more important than you, but also not less important. That's the balance of things. And also the vulnerability of it. So if you don't know Brené Brown, go to that TED Talks and her podcasts about shame and vulnerability. There's so much about everything, but we'll so help you with improv as well, because you're gonna see a lot of things like I understood, and having Rich as a wonderful teacher. I got in the United States and I wasn't speaking English for several years. And so I was really, really, really afraid and shame to speak in English, to improvise in English. Was like, fuck, because I'm Brazilian. I was really, I cannot find the words because that is. And then Rich and some of my colleagues said something like, you are doing the work by yourself. We are here to play with you. So I should share my struggle with the group because they are playing with me. And I'm this person that doesn't speak English since I was born. So this is me. I am someone, and this is me. Oh, sorry. But then that's it. If I'm that person, this is my content to share. You are also responsible to play with me. And so we can meet and play. And with that note, just to finish, I would just want to put a teasy thing that the audience is also someone there as somebody that we are playing for, but they are also responsible. We cannot play without the audience if they don't go with the pact to believe what we are doing, and also letting us to do our jobs. So it's a pact. They are also responsible for the show and a good part of it. So it is a meeting. We all feel we are in this together, and everybody is someone.
Yeah! Luana Proença, everybody. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, mind blown. I'm still trying to digest everything. It's gonna take time.
This is great. I'm so glad we're recording it because I'm gonna go back over this and be like,
Yeah.
what all did I not catch?